everyone. Welcome to my little corner where there's no wrong way to play with paper, and we are doing another Bible Journaling Forever Faith video. Thanks for hanging out with me. You could choose to go anywhere else. I am very grateful and honored that you're here. I hope that you're inspired to, maybe it isn't a Bible journal you want to do, but in your journal process that it will give you ideas. I'm not a professional. I'm never, ever going to say that I am. I just have fun and I enjoy creating. You can create any kind of journal you want. I just happen to be doing it right now with Bible verses. And speaking of Bible verses, we are doing the Bible verses emergency 911 numbers. Lots of fun. We have 3 left until we have a giveaway. And today we're going to do one, so then we'll have 2. It's a process that I am enjoying very much, as I have mentioned. And I hope that you hear whatever you need to hear. You can fast forward through reading the Bible verse if that's what you choose. It doesn't offend me at all. I would love to hear your comments. You may get something different from the Bible verse than I do. That's how we learn, when one or more gather, right? And whether we like it or not in 2024, this is how we gather sometimes. So thank you for gathering with me, and let's just get into it. So we are doing Psalm 37. This is a very comforting one, right? Which sometimes we just need. Sometimes we just feel broken and we need to be comforted. And God does that. Psalms is a book of love and comfort and reassurance to me. What is Psalms to you? I would love to know that. Let's just get into it. Y'all know me. I just throw stuff everywhere. So let me get all my stuff out of the way. So Psalms 37. Psalms is the book of David. And like I said, he is calming us, reassuring us, giving us confidence, showing us love through God's works and words and so forth. So let me take a drink. Y'all know I'm on my semi-glutide journey and I get so thirsty. They just up my medicine again. So I get beyond thirsty, and this is a long one. Okay, so do not fret because those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass, they will soon wither. Like green plants, they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in him, and he will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret. It leads only to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. A little while and the wicked will be no more. Though you look for them, they will not be found. The meek will inherit the earth and enjoy peace and prosperity. The wicked will plot against the righteous and gnash their teeth at them. But the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming. The wicked draw sword and bend bow to bring down the poor and needy, to slay those who are upright. But their swords will pierce their own hearts, and their bows will be broken. Better the little that the righteous have than the wealth of many wicked. For the power of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The blameless spend their days under the Lord's care, and their inheritance will endure forever. In the times of disaster they will not wither. In the days of famine they will enjoy plenty. But the wicked will perish. Though the Lord's enemies are like the flowers of the field, they will be consumed. They will go up in smoke. The wicked will borrow and do not repay, but the righteous give generously. Those the Lord blesses will inherit the land, but those he curses will be destroyed. The Lord makes firm steps of the one who delights in him. Though he may stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. I was young and now I'm old, yet I have never seen the righteous forsaken or their children begging bread. They are always generous and lend freely. Their children will be blessings. Turn from the evil and do good. Then you will dwell in the land forever. For the Lord loves and just and will not forsake his faithful ones. Wrongdoers will completely destroy. The offspring of the wicked will perish. The righteous will inherit the land and dwell in it forever. The mouths of the righteous utter wisdom, and their tongues speak what is just. The law of their God is in their hearts. Their feet do not slip. The wicked lie in wait for the righteous, intent on putting them to death. But the Lord will not leave them in the power of the wicked, or let them be condemned when brought to trial. Hope in the Lord and keep his way. He will exalt you to inherit the land. When the wicked are destroyed, you will see it. I have seen a wicked, ruthless man flourishing like a luxuriant native tree, but soon passed away and was no more. Though I looked for him, he could not be found. Consider the blameless, observe the upright, and future awaits those who speak peace. But all sinners will be destroyed. There will be no future for the wicked. The salvation of the righteous come from the Lord. He is their stronghold in times of trouble. The Lord helps them and delivers them from the wicked and saves them because they take refuge in him. Amen. I love this one. I love this one. So, if you remember, we did lacking faith. Two lessons ago. All right. We live in a broken world. We live in a broken society. I don't care what your political beliefs are. This is not a political forum. This is not whether you believe certain way, right, left. It doesn't matter. This world is broken. We as a society are more judgmental. Which is hilarious, considering that's what everything is supposed to be gearing toward, except everyone, but that's not true. That is not true. People are afraid to speak of the Lord. People are afraid to stand up and say, be kind to one another. It's okay to disagree in love. People are afraid to disagree with someone else in fear of being judged. Y'all, that's broken. It does not matter if you agree with someone or not. You're supposed to be kind because that shows God's love. How many times? He said, be kind. You have to trust that all the broken will be mended for those who have faith. That's it. You have to be kind to even those you disagree with. You have to be giving to even people who may not deserve it. Here's why. Look, I am not perfect. I am very imperfect. Very, very imperfect. I learned a long time ago, because I grew up, I've mentioned this a lot in this 911 series. I grew up in a very extreme household. We had a bug out bag. I mean, like, when I say we're talking very extreme household. And while I don't think all of the things that they believe are totally wrong, I do not agree. I am not one who is going to be a survivalist and hoard absolutely everything that I have stockpiled. Not going to do it, because God says to share. And here's the thing. He's going to bring you the right opportunities and the right people to share it with. Right? He says that those that have hope will be fed. The wicked are going to struggle for their next meal. You have to believe if God gives you a means to help someone, you should do it. Because maybe he's working through you to bring that person to him. You just have to trust. Maybe you have 2 sandwiches left to last you 10 days. And this person that you're not sure, they may be a bad person. They may be broken. So are you. It is not your place to judge them. It is your place to show them what God can do. And by doing that, if you just have 2 sandwiches and that bad person, I don't care what it is that they do that you don't believe in, they're hungry, give it to them. If it's meant to be, God will allow them to have it. He will press on your heart to give it to them. If it is not meant to be, even if they have that meal, later they will suffer, but I promise you, you will not. And I guess I just kind of look at it as, if I am meant to be here through the entire bad, I like to call it bad, part of the world that's coming one day, maybe in my lifetime, maybe not, I'm not going to suffer anything I can't tolerate, because God doesn't give me more than I can handle. I can handle being hungry for a couple of days. If it's meant for me to be on this earth longer because it's God's will, then He will provide for me. And I just have to believe that. I cannot turn someone away. Now, that doesn't mean if evil is staring here and I'm here that I'm not going to stand up and fight against them. Absolutely, I will. But I will take every opportunity I can to be kind, to be loving, to be honest. And some people will take that honesty as not kind and not loving. And be honest and love, than to be broken on this broken earth. I will not do it. Because if I can't forgive and I can't trust, then I'm not going to get that promise. I'm not. This whole verse is reassuring you that evil will not win, and those that have faith will. Doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on. If you believe in a higher power, for me it is God, Father and Son, I believe in that. And I believe that one day when the time comes, I know in my heart I'm going to do something. I have no idea what it is. I've known that I will probably be on this earth when Jesus comes back. And the horns are going and the plagues are happening. And I know I'm going to do something. I have no idea. It may be as simple as telling people where to go. I mean, I don't know. But I believe this with my whole heart, that I have to show through my faith, even times that I am broken, times when others are broken, and even when I disagree with them. It doesn't matter. You can disagree with someone in love. You can disagree and be persecuted and still show love. I mean, look what Jesus did while He walked on this earth. Talk about a man persecuted still showing God's love. Enough said, right? So maybe you feel broken. Turn to Him. Read this Bible verse. Read it several times. Pray it. It'll help. But remember, there's always someone that has it worse than you. They're more broken than you are. And really, it's about you showing them the riches, right? Broken, broke, whatever the case may be. I often think that God gave me my childhood so that I would understand what it was like to be poor. I would understand what it was like to endure hunger. I would understand what it would be like to go to school with duct tape on my shoes and holes in my jeans and all those things. I would understand what it was like to have a bad, close relationship in my life. All those things made me who I am today. Never in a million years did I think I would have the life that I have now, that I would be blessed with the relationship I have with my husband, that I would have the support system that I have. Never in a million years. I have a cross that someone sent me, one of my subscribers, and it says, I remember the days I prayed for things I have now. Amen. But what this means to me, and I've had this for a long time. I don't even remember who exactly sent it to me, to be honest. Sits on my desk. And at first, I thought of it as my scrap room. Like, I never thought I'd have a scrap room. No. I never thought I'd have the faith that I have now. I never thought that I would be as strong in my faith as I do now. I always thought I'd be broken. But if I give it to him, it's mended. There's hope. All of these lessons go together, right? They all mean the same thing, and it all boils down to the same thing. Have faith. In that faith, you will gain hope. Be kind and lead others to that faith. It's a circle, and it's going to continue. The whole Bible is about that. Emergency 911 numbers are just remembering that. We have stress, we have worry, we have loneliness, sometimes so unbearable we can't handle it. We have disappointment, we're going to be bitter. We're human beings, that's why Jesus came to this earth. We're going to sin, we're born sinners, we're going to be discouraged, and we're going to lose hope, we're going to get sick, we're going to be sad, we're going to be in danger, scared, lacking faith at times in our life. That's why he gave us the word, that's why he gave us community, and we can mend those broken feelings. The broken people in our life can see that no matter how bad it is for us, we persevered because of our faith. You have to let your faith shine. Sometimes it's as simple as giving $1 to someone. Sometimes it's as simple as inviting someone to just sit and listen to them. There are many ways. It doesn't have to be monetary, to mend someone, even yourself, who is broken. And it's really hard. And boy, that devil, he works overtime. You look at the people in America, and it makes my heart sad. You know, I could go into a lot, and I'm not going to. I'm going to focus on being broken and how we mend that. But just keep in mind, our nation's motto is "In God we trust." But as a nation, are we trusting him to heal the broken? Or are we allowing broken people to lead the way? Just food for thought. And in our faith, are we not, how do I put this, pushing them to show their ugliness even more because all we're doing is fighting? Let God do the fight. Just show them love and heal brokenness. Just saying. Okay, just food for thought. I don't know. I prayed about this a lot. There's a lot of different ways my heart went with this. I love this verse. It's not my favorite verse, but it's right up there in the top 10. I've read this several times when I have been down. My daddy used to read it to me when I was a kid, which is ironic because he was part of the broken, but his heart was in a good place. And once my dad was sober, he was a different man. He was a different man. Once he truly, I grew up in a home that preached one thing and lived another. But boy, if I went against that thing, I was a bad kiddo. But then there was drunkenness and abuse physically and mentally and all of those things. But once my dad truly accepted Christ and didn't just say he did, because we lived in the Bible Belt of Oklahoma, if you know, you just know. And he could have been a preacher because he did believe it, but he didn't live it. He was causing the brokenness. Oh, I felt sorry for my daddy. I felt sorry for him. But he still found joy because he was able to forgive himself and show people no matter how bad you are. Because let's be honest, teaching the word and not living it is probably one of the worst sins on planet Earth. It's false living, right? It doesn't teach anybody anything. It just shows you do one thing or say one thing and do another. Boy, did he mend fences. And when my father passed away, I was only 21. There were people that came to my father's funeral that he touched. People I went to school with that I hadn't seen in years, that were just friends, and they came to my house. They truly loved my father. He brought people to Christ at the end of his life, which is crazy to me to know the childhood that I had. It can be done. I promise you. Look past the tattoos, look past the sins, look past even, forgive me, but even people who murder. In God's eyes, all sins are the same. All brokenness is the same. You either have faith in him or you don't. It is black and white, period. There is no gray. And we have too much gray in our lives, in our society, in our world. So let's try to do our best to heal our our breaks, for lack of a better way to say it, so other people can see that and help them do theirs. Yeah. Okay, let's do it, Leah. Da-da-da. All right, let's see here. My battery's trying to die, so bear with me. When you hear that boop boop in the middle of the video, it's because my battery's dying. But you know, I kind of have the layout already planned. I have these beautiful tags. My captains a while back sent me some beautiful tags. This was made by Miss Linda Jean. This was in a swap, actually, a Forever Faith swap that we have over on the Facebook group. And I want 2 tags, I believe, like this. I have this beautiful totem pole that someone made me and sent me. And I think I want that here. Then I have broke. I do have broke. Proud of myself. I came up with enough letters because we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I am going to write on here Psalm 37. And I think that's all I'm going to do. This will be the first time in this entire journal. However, I want to take the last, right here, verses 39 and 40. The salvation of the righteous come from the Lord. He is their stronghold in times of trouble. The Lord helps them and delivers them. He delivers them from the wicked and saves them because they take refuge in him. I could almost just do verse 40, but I'm going to do some strip journaling. I think I'm just going to do to verse 40, and I will cut this apart and I'm going to put this right on here. So let's do that. I don't really care if it's perfectly straight. Y'all should know me well enough to know. First of all, it's a journal. Second of all, I'm lazy. Maybe I can get 2. I kind of want verse 39 too. Actually, I was going to do strip journaling, but what if I were to... Okay, hold on. Y'all know me. I'm crazy. Okay, what if I were to put this here? I were to just ink it and put it... Okay, so on the other side, if you watch the last one, I needed something. This was kind of too big. My pocket, I should have made it larger, but that's okay. I just used a cross paper clip. What if I ink this? I distress these and I ink that. I think I'm going to. In fact, I know I'm going to. I love that idea. All right, so we're going to go like this. We're going to go like this. I'm going to put some kind of enamel dot here and here. I'm going to put this here. Okay. Not really going to stress about this being over top. I kind of will distress these edges, like I said. Then I've got broke. Okay. Just like that. And I pulled out these stickers. I love this here. And I think I want this chipboard sticker. Somebody gifted these to me not long ago. I want this sticker here. For me, this is what Native is all about. If you are Native American blood, you are raised that God is the way, the truth, the light, spirit and animals. God gives you everything you need to show you hope. And for me, nature is that. Like, while I hate the snow and I lived in Montana for 20 years, the nature and the beauty will just take your breath away. Not in the particular town of Billings where I lived, but an hour in any direction, and it's mountains and just, oh, it's just beautiful. And so I just don't like the cold. Natives believe that God, all these things are spirit of God. It's why they thank animals when they go on a hunt and so forth and so on. So I definitely, that's why for me, Faith and Feathers, right? You guys have seen my binder during this series. And it means so much to me. Animals are truly God's precious gift, for sure. So I think what I'm going to do is, I really like the owl. This was a fall set. I think these are from the Dollar Tree, and I think these are something that someone actually gifted me also. I think I want to put this one up here. We can move this over like that. Definitely like the fox. It'll bring that color down. We could just do those 3. That would be okay. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Oh, I like that. Somebody gave me some beautiful native corners, but I don't think we have room for that. So look how fast that came together. Woohoo! Go me. All right, so I need to go put it down. I need to distress this, ink it. I need to ink my tags. I need to write on here the Psalm 37 and then put my enamel dots on. I'll come back. We'll have a finished layout. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I got it all glued down. I added some buttons, and I'll put close-ups at the end. I did the book of Psalm, chapter 37, seek out his word, and remember God will keep his promise. And then I put my little, the 2 Bible verses I decided to include in this here. Everything else, I did what I said I was going to do. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you will come back for the next Forever Faith. We are going to do Betrayed, Psalms 27, and we're just trucking right along. I will talk to you later. Be blessed. Bye.